What's up? This is Ryan Hoover with Aperture and Fit to Fight. I'm here with Amber. We're going to talk. I get a lot of questions about how to build a fight program, how to get people in a fight program, that kind of thing. And so through Fit to Fight, we have a program called SPARology. And I'm not trying to sell a program. I'm trying to sell an idea. You can implement this however you want. But the idea is, in most fight classes, in most fight programs, you start at like boxing or kickboxing range. And the problem with that is, this is where people get hurt the most. This is where I can generate the most power. This is where I can really tee off and really do damage. This is where people are most daunted about fighting. People don't like being punched in the face, particularly. I want fight classes for people that otherwise wouldn't get into a fight class. If your fight class is a bunch of 22-year-old dudes that played linebacker in high school and college, you're not reaching the people that really need the fight class. In SPARology, for example, we start at clinch range. We start here. So people get some familiarity with push-pull, a little bit of contact. Even if we're punching a little bit, it's not much. You know, I can't generate too much power from here. People aren't really getting hit in the face too much. And then we start slowly working our way out. So we've spent weeks, maybe months in this range. Yes, we've put on gloves and we've put on mitts and we've developed good sparring habits from here, but we've started actually sparring from here. So now we're 2 months in, we're used to some contact, we're used to touching it up a little bit, we're used to getting all of that energy out through the mitts and developing good habits in our mitt work. So now as we slowly work our way out to that boxing and kickboxing range, it's not nearly as daunting anymore. I've been here. I've spent time throwing hands. I've spent time with the people in my group. I've spent time pushing and pulling. And so now it's not nearly as scary. It's not nearly as daunting. I've learned how to deal with punches from here with just open hands and no gloves and no real power behind them, no amplitude behind them. And now when there's gloves on, it's not nearly as scary to me anymore. And in the mitt work, in the heavy bag work, whatever, we're developing good habits. So many times you see Amber throws a jab cross hook, for example. 1, 2, 3, and then she just stands there. 1, 2, 3, and then she just stands there. Well, and then we expect them to put on gloves, and I put on gloves, and she throws her 1, 2, 3, and we expect them to do something different than that. If she's not developing good habits in her mitt work, in her pad work, then it's not going to transfer into her sparring, into her fighting. So in sparring all the time, you see something that looks like this. She throws, and then I throw back, and it's almost like we made this agreement beforehand. I don't want to get hit. But to develop those skills, we want to develop them without stress. So in mitts, for example, 1, 2, 3, and she moves, and now she's not there anymore. So under stress of sparring, she's got this built into her hard drive, and it's no longer something that she has to think about all of the time. So you want a sparring program that draws more people in that really need it? Work from the inside out. Start close. Work a little bit further out, work a little bit further out, work a little bit further out. Give them precedence for success to where they're not scared, and make sure that whatever skill building you're doing, mitts, glove drills, bag drills, whatever, that it translates into what you want to see in your sparring. This is Ryan, Aperture, Fit to Fight. Amber, go drill it.
I do this for you.